Chris, what is our fifth main topic today?
This one comes from Tavares Rhodes. Hello, John Campea crew. I saw that Netflix will be stopping password sharing in early 2023, and it will be affecting 100 million users. If I'm right about 40% of Netflix subscribers, how do you feel about this?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that.
How does Ray feel about this?
Yeah, Ray's distraught.
I mean, on the Campea, you're on the What is it, the Campea
Plus.
program?
The
What's it
Campea
called?
plan.
Campea Plus.
Plan.
The Campea Plus, where you get all John's passwords for everything.
Oops, never mind.
You know, here's the thing. We've been talking for a little while about this because reports came out and they did verify that they were looking at, in the near future, we talked about this a couple months ago, that they were looking at, in the near future, eliminating password sharing. And then they came up with this saying, look, we're going to come up with this cheaper version where you can add friends to your account for a nominal fee. And I think they said they were aiming for like the $3.99 mark, which is ridiculously reasonable, like a ridiculously reasonable rate. So that was what they've been talking about for a long time, but it's now official. Netflix has let it be known that in 2023, not starting January 1st, but in 2023, I don't know the exact date this is going to roll out yet, they're killing password sharing. It's done. No longer can your, 3 times removed ex-boyfriend in Toledo give you a call and say, hey, can I have your password? I want to watch this.
It's like Netflix hired Karen.
Yes. Yes. And then this is what we're getting. This comes to us from Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance wrote the following. They said this: according to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Netflix will soon put an end to the password sharing. Following a boom in subscribers during the pandemic, the company later began to experience losses, and I don't know what that means. And people seeing password sharing as an urgent issue that needs to be addressed. According to reports, it will begin asking for extra payments for shared accounts starting in 2023, affecting users in the US sometime early next year. Make no mistake, says the CEO of Netflix, I don't think consumers are going to love it right out of the gate, says Netflix CEO Ted Sandros told investors earlier this month. The move follows Netflix's introduction of a basic with ads tier for $6.99 per month and an update to its customer help pages this year, indicating that accounts should only be shared by those who live together. Analysts at Cowen Inc. estimate that the switch will generate an additional $721 million in revenue a year in the U.S. and Canada. And then that, of course, comes to us from Yahoo Finance. All right. We have talked about this before. But, before the question would be, how do you even enforce this? And that's been the problem. Now they have technology with IP recognition and all that kind of stuff. They have the technology now that they can enforce it and say, hey, you're user so-and-so, but you're in Russia. No. And deactivate you, whatever. Let's start with the general principle. Should Netflix stop password sharing? Absolutely they should. They 100% should. Like, I get it. Everybody wants everything for free. I should be allowed to have everything for no cost. Well, that's not how the world works. And, Netflix pours billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars every year into making this the best service they can. And sometimes we like the service, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we love it, sometimes we don't. But they pour billions and billions and billions into a year, and they create this service for the intention that if you want to participate in their service, you pay their fee. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. And whenever you give out your password to say, I don't know, a theoretical brother-in-law named Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Theoretical.
No. You guys are just still signed into my TV. That's
right. I was signed in, and then he just made sure it stayed signed in. That's right. That's right. But when that happens, it's like, okay, now you're just this service that we put billions in for the purpose of generating revenue and sale. You're now just giving away to people to take up our bandwidth costs. You're creating greater stress on our infrastructure, all this kind of stuff for free. And it's literally almost costing them over $1 billion a year. And I get it. They should just let you give it out to 50 people. No, they shouldn't. Grow up. They shouldn't. And so I'm totally good with this. And especially when they said they're going to introduce this thing, it's like, tell you what, we're going to create a program where you can add people to your account for much, much, much cheaper. I think that is a very generous compromise. Like that I will be able to, we'll use, again, Ray as an example. I will be able to add Ray to my account for $3.99 a month. That is more than a fair compromise. If you're not a moron, you recognize that as a fair compromise.
I'm going to be honest, John.
Let's hear.
I'm not going to feel good about watching Netflix if you did that.
Why?
I like it free. It feels better watching Netflix free.
You come to my house and eat $4 worth of food out of my fridge every day anyway.
I completely agree. No, their prices are actually great.
Especially this little additional price, right?
I always joke about, like, taking, whatever. But you know what? If I had to pay for it, I will. I mean, the prices aren't that bad. It's $6.99 a month. With ads?
With ads. Now, granted,
Yeah,
you only get
720, you don't want that.
720p.
Oh, wow.
But as being added onto somebody else's account for $4 extra, that's actually, again, I think that's fair, that's reasonable, that's a really nice compromise, and it works. So now the big question will be, how effective will their enforcement technology be? Will they be able to actually enforce this? And sure, there are going to be people, yeah, listen, I get it. Whenever you're able to steal something for nothing, you feel good. And if people take away your ability to steal something for nothing, you get upset. Okay, I get that. But I think this is a fair compromise. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you get another 3 months for free. Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM, while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say it is the perfect time to switch. I have absolutely loved using Mint Mobile, and like I've told you guys many times, I am now spending less than 1/3 of what I used to spend under one of the other major mobile carriers. And now with the whole buy 3 months, get 3 months free deal, it's even better. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a select device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months for free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Anyway, Chris, you hear about the story. Sounds like it's now official. 2023 is when this password sharing stuff is going to be put to an end. What do you think about it?
I think it's totally fair, and I got to jump on it already. If you watch the show, you know I kicked everyone off of my Netflix. I had 4 people on there and was like, bye, grifters, get out of here. Get your own damn
It was
account.
like Cersei at the end of that season where she blew up the set.
It was
That's right.
exactly like that. It was
She just
exactly
drank
like
her
that.
wine.
I drank my wine and blew up their lives. I was like, you don't get to watch Love is Blind's new season. Get out of here. I'm sorry, Rob. That was really mean of me to do to you. But I understand this. They're a business. They're a business. You got to pay for stuff, you guys. And that's the whole thing. I do understand people who have the issue of like the multiple televisions or whatever being like, well, how does this affect me? I need to use this on multiple screens. I'm not going to pay for that extra stuff. I do understand that issue. But to be able to give out your password to everyone, which I've tried to do with my parents. I tried to use my dad's YouTube TV because that shit's expensive. And you have to have a VPN or something like that, and you have to do shady shit to get that. And you do those shady things because you are doing a disservice to the people who are providing you a product. It's not really completely okay and kosher to do it that way. So I understand Netflix doing this because they got to make money. They really need to make money when you look at how they're doing.
Well, I mean, they lost billions last
Yeah.
year, but I mean, and they estimate they're losing close to $1 billion a year doing this, and they fear they can make almost $800 million per year. Mm-hmm. But that's not chump change, man. Anyway, Rob, you hear about this, what's your takeaway? What do you think?
John, when I was in the 8th grade, I brought home a report card that was less than a 3.0 grade point average. The silence that my mom gave me when I was looking at her as she looked at this report card was not as long as the silence when I told her I was not going to pay for her Netflix anymore. And I said, okay, Mom, I've got you. Look, I think that Netflix is providing a great service. They deserve to be paid for it. This is not something that this has been a long time coming. They've been allowing us we've been grifters for long enough. Let's pay for the service they're providing us. You know, I've been watching The Recruit with Noah Centrino. It's great. They made that show. It's a Netflix show. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. For that kind of enjoyment, it is worth paying for. And it's worth, according to my mom, also worth paying for. So I have no problem for paying for Netflix for whomever, and don't share your passwords. They need the money. If you like it's like NPR. I'm shamed. I drive here. I'm shamed into supporting NPR because they deserve it.
I like how 80% of this crew has basically admitted they've been doing this the whole time.
Well, I mean, Netflix
what do you want me to say, bro?
Netflix has allowed it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Up until now, Netflix has allowed
but
it.
the people on this crew, for the most part, have been the ones paying.
Yeah, they
We were
all
just
the ones
allowing-
paying the bills.
Some
Now,
of us.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of people.
we are paying for the bill, John.
I've seen a couple of people in the live chat asking like the question. I mean, whenever you have something like this, like these 1% situation questions come up. Well, what happens if? But it's fair.
Yeah.
What happens if I'm traveling to Cincinnati and I'm in a hotel and I want to watch my Netflix in the hotel and I want to sign in? Well, I'm absolutely certain Netflix is going to build in something like that. Something along the lines of, hey, you're trying to sign in from an IP you do not normally. We're going to send a text message with a verification code to your phone. And if you had to do that every time somebody, I think it would work.
I just had a problem with what you just said. Out of all the places you picked Cincinnati to fly to.
Why wouldn't people want to go to Cincinnati and watch a Bengals game?
Well, that's the only good part of Cincinnati.
By the way, that whole Netflix thing in hotels, that's just a cover story for getting away with paying for internet porn. Come on.
I mean, well, that too.
I mean, nobody is paying for Netflix when you go to a hotel in a different city. No one. Ever.
Unless it's the Hotel Cecil.
Which I've been locked in the bathroom.
Wow.
At the hotel
Oh my God.
before.
I was just trying to be funny. Now it's a thing.
That's the thing.
Wow.
A lot of people don't understand what the Hotel Cecil is, but that's all right. Go look it up. Then you'll get it.
Oh, no.
But no,
Don't look it up.
But I think they'll put in a mechanism where if you do travel somewhere,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you will get access. It'll be
Yeah.
an inconvenient.
It'll be a
thing,
trust
but-
this device sort of
Well,
situation.
yeah, if you have it in your laptop, you know,
Yeah.
you save your passwords and all that. I mean, in my Robservatory, I do have the computer has my Netflix password that's not. I can't watch it unless I log in, and it's in the computer, so you can take it
Yeah,
with you.
they'll have ways. They'll have
Yeah.
ways to work with this. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It looks like Netflix in 2023 for everybody who's been living off of somebody else's Netflix account. That's coming to an
Hayden.
end. But listen,
Except for my mom.
it ain't gonna be that much more expensive. Just got to kick in like $4 a month or something like that when it comes to whatever you guys think. Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.